Diversion of funds a travesty. The Karnataka government has diverted over rupees 7,888 crore meant for the uplift of scheduled caste and scheduled tribes SC and ST to infrastructure projects in violation of a law passed by the legislature. The Karnataka SC and ST Subplan Act 2013. The Karnataka SC and ST Subplan Act 2013 requires the government to spend 24.1% of its total budget on SC/ST welfare, 17.15% for SC and 6.95% for ST. However, between 2018 and 2020, the government has misused Section 7D of the Act, which provides for deemed expenditure to divert funds for drinking water projects, road repairs, irrigation, and other civil works under this section. In the case of non-divisible infrastructure work, a portion of the project cost, as may be determined by the government, may be deemed to have been for the benefit of SC/STs alone. However, even this deemed expenditure must be in sync with the overall objectives of the Act to increase the income of the target population through various income-generating schemes, skill upgradation, and infrastructure development, mainly in atrocity-prone districts and areas. The other aim is to bring the targeted community above the poverty level and bridge the development gaps between SC/STs and general population. Diversion of funds for the construction of a flyover, for instance, on the ground that it would also be used by SC/STs, is a complete misuse of the provisions of the said Act. Instead, the government should have identified infrastructure that could be directly linked to SC/ST habitations, mainly in rural areas. The diversion of funds has led to a ruckus in the assembly last year, with BJP MLAs themselves howling the government over the goals. The government was then forced to withdraw its decision to divert about rupees 5,000 crores, which it had proposed, citing lack of resources during the pandemic. What is even more unfortunate is that the ministers in charge of social welfare and backward classes are not just mute spectators but have been complicit in these illegal decisions. The officer responsible for the lapse must be penalized as provided in the Act. The officers must be penalized as provided in the Act so that an example is set for others. At a time when government has sanctioned hundreds of crores for the development of many forward communities and has grants to religious institutions, it is a travesty. It is a blatant travesty that funds meant to elevate communities that have faced oppression and discrimination for centuries are diverted. The government has said that there will be no such diversion of funds this year. It is just a fake promise of the government. Beware, you SC/STs, or else you will be misled always, as it has been